Hello, everyone. Welcome to day 5 of Beginners Week. I'm Quinn. I'm a coach at Major League Hacking. I'm super excited to have you all here. I would love to have some hellos in the chat, some waves, maybe we've got some emojis. I hope you all having a good Global Hack Week. I've been having a brilliant time. And we've already got some people checked in. That's so good. Before I even had to say it. Amazing. Yeah, so just a reminder that it's really great for us if you can check into these streams. In doing so, you can tick off enough events to get yourself some swag. So definitely do it. For that, really thoroughly recommend. I love a good sticker myself. I hope you all do too. We're going to be chatting through all of the stuff that happened in day 4 and then the stuff that's coming up. Very exciting for day 5. I maybe will give it 30 more seconds. I know sometimes the Twitch ads can be a little minute or two, and then we'll get started. So yeah, as a reminder, do check in. The link is in the chat. I will pop it in just in case people join since I sent it. And then it's also up on the screen right now. So head along to that, check in, and we'll get started very, very soon. Awesome stuff. I don't know if you can tell by looking at me, but I'm sweating. It is very hot in the UK today. Highs of 34 degrees Celsius in London, which probably doesn't sound very much to most people, but for me, that's pretty warm. That's pretty warm. And it's nearly the evening now. I'm looking forward to it cooling down. So that's going to be great. But a lovely sunny day to start day 5 of Global Hack Week. So I think we'll get on with it. Let's do it. So as I said, welcome to day 5 of Beginners Week. I am Quinn. I'm a coach at Major League Hacking. You can ask me about anything really, but stats, AI, R, those things are kind of my favorites. Bit of Python as well, although I really do love to talk. So just yeah, chat to me about anything you like. Now let's talk about what happened yesterday. We had some super exciting stuff going on. In particular, we had a track with Vashini called the How Does That Work track. And I think there have been 3 so far. So first up, we had How Do Web Apps Work? We can see here a little look at the kind of architecture and all of that good stuff. And then we continue this series with How Does Machine Learning Work? And I can see here, this is the very famous Iris dataset. If you haven't done any ML, definitely do go and check this out. Then we learned how cloud computing works. And I got this little screenshot here with what I thought was, oh dear, this is an IP address. Don't worry, it's fake. And if you want to learn about this, check out the recording yourself. Super interesting and exciting stuff. And then we had a stream on decoding Python environments with Alberto. I think this was the second part. You can see here a little table about the different options that you have. I sometimes use Conda. I sometimes just use your kind of classic virtual environment. Let me know if you've got a preferred way of doing it. If you've been to my streams, you'll know how I usually do it. But Conda, I do love Conda, especially doing the deep learning stuff. So check this out for all of the top tips with Alberto. And then Alberto introduced us to how to start working on your first web page. And I think this is maybe a 3-part series. Definitely do head along to the next parts. And if you haven't caught this one, go and catch up. It's on YouTube. I think Alberto started us off with creating a design in Figma, which is super cool. And if you haven't yet signed up to Figma, I do really recommend doing so. You can get access to a education account, which gives you free access to pro features. So if you're a student, head along to this link. I'm going to pop it in chat. And it gets you access, as I say, free access to lots of pro features like Figma Dev Mode, which means you can make components, design them to look amazing, and then get the code for them straight away to make your web pages. So this is a super, super great tool and used by everyone in industry. Figma is amazing. Really do recommend. So if you sign up for this one as well, it's part of claiming swag. And so you can get the basic swag by doing this. It's a featured challenge. So make sure to do it right away. This is your chance. But that was it for day 4. Some really exciting stuff. As I said, you can go and check all of these out on YouTube. If you head along to MLH or Major League Hacking on YouTube, and there's the live tab, you can see all of the previous live streams. But without further ado, I think we've got a special segment now. So I'd love to call in Rosendo from MLH, who will tell us more about what we've got coming up.
Oh, we were fighting over the button there. How's it going,
There we go.
folks? Presenter from MLH here. Thank you, Quinn. I appreciate you. For the folks out there in Global Hack Week land, let me know how you're doing. Let me know how things are going at Global Hack Week, because today I am going to be showing you some pretty cool things that we could still be doing. Yes, OMG, a cameo. 404, how's it going? One of my favorite Global Hack Week hackers here. Love to see it. All right, let me go ahead and just jump right into it here. I am gonna start sharing my screen, and really, what I'm just gonna share a Chrome tab, I think. And really, what I want to first sort of highlight are the amazing. I gotta remove this one first. All right, are some of the amazing challenges for MongoDB. And right here, you're going to see that I have actually been really busy earning my MongoDB skills badges. So for all of y'all at home, you could actually earn these skills badges yourself. Really what they represent are just like, some of the learning hours I've put into some of these core concepts within MongoDB. So here I've got building AI powered search with MongoDB vector search. As you know, I did a workshop on that yesterday as well. So if you go and rewatch the workshop, you'll be able to go in and actually solve a lot of the questions that are already there within the workshop. And if you want to take a look at actually getting some of these skills challenges, one of the first things I am going to direct you to is going to be the challenge page for MongoDB, for not only MongoDB's challenges, but all of the global Hack Week challenges that we currently have. So obviously here, if you've already filled out your address form, you'll probably receive a letter from us a little bit later. If you checked in, you're earning points. If you've gotten a lot of these feature challenges done, that's going to be something that goes a long way in terms of you actually getting some amazing swag from the event. But let's go ahead and click into this GitHub. Sorry. Let's go ahead and click into the Claim Your MongoDB Basics for Students skill badge. And I'll go ahead and share my screen here. As I click into it, you're going to see that there is a link here. It says dive into database fundamentals and explore MongoDB Atlas with interactive courses through MongoDB. I'm going to show y'all how you could actually go in and claim this yourself. If I click into that link, and I'm going to share that tab, I should have probably shared my window in retrospect, but we're a little bit advanced into into the actual process. So we're just gonna go ahead and stick with what we've got. As this page loads up, it's gonna show you the exact skills challenge or the knowledge check that you're gonna need to do in order to complete the skill check. As you can see, I've already completed the skills check. I haven't completed any of the training except for the first one, and that's because I have actually reviewed a lot of this material asynchronously with regards to the actual MongoDB University platform. You're at if you're already familiar with MongoDB, have attended the MongoDB 101 workshop, or have attended the MongoDB Vector Search 101 workshop, then you're going to be able to go in and actually answer a lot of these questions if you've retained a lot of that information. I would say a lot of the training materials here, like going over the document model, understanding what a distributed database is and the architecture behind it. If you're going in to actually, if you haven't retained a lot of that information or you need a refresher, these are going to be good resources for you to go in and take a look at prior to jumping into the skills check. So the skills check, I just want to let y'all know, if you are ambivalent about spending a lot of time doing this stuff, it really doesn't take that long. I think when I completed this skills check, it took me maybe like 6 or 7 minutes, because it's only 10 questions that you need to answer, and really they're just going to be asking you a lot of information on a high level about MongoDB and some of the topics that I had mentioned earlier. So like you could imagine, they'll probably ask you what a document is, or they'll ask you what a field is in relation to non-relational databases versus like a row in a relational database. So yeah, definitely click into that. I'm not gonna do the skills check again. I'm not gonna show y'all the answers live online. So shame on you if you were expecting that. But definitely go in and check this out, because it is a great way for you to go in and actually learn about MongoDB. So now that you understand what the skills check is and what, like actually going in and claiming badges looks like, one of the main requirements that you're gonna need to have is actually some sort of account on MongoDB. Now you can go into this MongoDB University uh, website and sort of claim it that way and get your account going. But a Yeah, sure. I'll drop it. I'll drop a link in the chat, but I'll drop a link to the challenge actually directly. Oh, sorry. My computer's going bonkers. All right. So I'm going to drop a link in the chat if it lets me. Here you go. And this is going to be to the challenge, but what I'm showing you on screen right now is actually the MongoDB Atlas sign up page. So you're going to be able to go in and actually sign up for MongoDB Atlas, and you're going to use that same account that you use to sign up for MongoDB Atlas. And once again, it's a free account, so no need for like credit card or anything like that. You'll just go ahead, sign in, and once you get signed up for MongoDB Atlas, you'll be able to go in and use that same account in order to access the skills badges platform that you're going to see on the challenges that we have listed for you. So I've already signed up for a MongoDB Atlas. That's why I have access to, MongoDB University. So all good there. And I stopped sharing my screen, but let me just go ahead and put it back up on screen here for you. And Quinn's shaking his head. That was an opportunity for me to share my whole window instead, but now I'm going to struggle again with tabs. At any rate, once you get that MongoDB Atlas account that I have listed here on the bottom of the screen, you're going to be able to go in and earn all of these badges. And the cool thing about earning these badges is you could actually share them on LinkedIn. You could share them anywhere, really, on social media, but you could share them on LinkedIn. You could add them as skills to your LinkedIn profile, and you could tag the MongoDB team when you're doing it, so you can get a little bit more visibility through, through social media and like all of the achievements you're doing in Global Hack Week. And on top of that, if you do earn all 5 of these badges, there is going to be a pretty cool surprise for some of y'all because we do have a pretty cool hexagon sticker that we're working on with MongoDB right now that's going to be exclusive to the folks that actually complete some of these Global Hack Week challenges. So if you are, into swag and stuff like that, you'll be able to go in and earn some extra exclusive swag just by getting some of these badges for yourself. So once again, like I mentioned before, you're just going to go to proof of completion once you do have your badge, and you could share it to LinkedIn. And I'm trying to show you the screen, but it's just not letting me. At any rate, we're just going to jump back to this screen. And now I'm just going to show you a little bit about some of the other challenges that you could interact with during Global Hack Week. And I don't know why my screen is just not updating. I'm just going to remove it for now, and I'm going to go ahead and bite the bullet and share my entire window. And we're going to do this. Yeah. Now we're cooking with butter. Go ahead and add it to the stage. All right. So as I promised, we're going to go through some of these other challenges and some of the cool things that you could do. Obviously, you could sign up for the GitHub Student Developer Pack. If you haven't done that yet, I'm sure a lot of you have. But if you haven't done that yet, I do want to confirm with y'all that GitHub is actually currently working on a better way of onboarding a lot of folks from all over the world to get the GitHub Student Developer Pack. So try and sign up this week, and we'll try to get your account whitelisted if you're having any issues. The other thing you could do is sign up for a Figma a Figma education account. I know some of you have had issues with this in the past, but one thing I will say is, in order for you to go in, there are some like some requirements in the fields that you may want to take a look at. I've already joined, so I can't really show you them at this point, but one of them is, what is your educational institution? You could either put the most recent educational institution that you've attended, or go ahead and add major league hacking / global hack week, and that should actually get you through to the actual account redemption platform. So that should work out for you. If it doesn't, open up a ticket for us, and I'll take a look at it and try to triage that for you and flag it to the team at Figma as well. And the last thing I wanted to show y'all, if it even pops up here, is this. Yeah, sign up for CK Editor trial license key. So this is going to be something that's going to help you to actually complete a lot of the CK Editor challenges that are currently on offer through our website. And if you've never heard of CK Editor before, you weren't there at the first workshop during Global Hack Week, or you weren't there at the workshop during day 4, or pardon, day 3, the tail end of day 3, right before day 4's today in Global Hack Week, then you're going to want to start here. You're going to want to first claim your free trial license. It's super simple. Once again, you don't need any credit card information. You're just going to go in and claim your 14-day free trial. Really simple. You could hook up with either your Google account or your GitHub account, or you could go ahead and set up a new email in order to do this. And I love that 404 thinks CK Editor is so cool, because you know what? I feel like 404 is a tastemaker when it comes to all things Global Hack Week. So please listen to what they are saying, because CK Editor is pretty cool. And there are some pretty cool challenges that you could interact with as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at the first one. And I do want to remind y'all that for these challenges, you should be doing them in sequential order, because they're actually coming in as like a scaffolded like application that you could build step by step. And there is a pretty cool, and if I can find it here. So first you're going to start with the creating a starter project, and it's got all of the instructions listed in each challenge. And you could open this up and start CK Editor and like start with your own template. All of the instructions are here listed in each challenge. And there's also a GitHub repository that will walk you through each step as well. So if you want to just jump into the GitHub repository and take a look at it, this should not take you any longer than about an hour to complete all 4 challenges, all 4 technical challenges, 5 challenges if you count signing up for an account, which is only going to take you a couple of minutes to be honest. But you could just go in and essentially clone this repo and then install all the dependencies and go in and follow the instructions that are listed on the challenges themselves. So definitely cool stuff. Once again, we will be, shouting out the folks that complete all of the challenges and like submit their fully built application. It's definitely something that you want to learn, because at the end of the day, we're all using some sort of text input into our applications. And this just helps to simplify that entire process, because you're not having to go in and write tedious HTML or even styling, or even like, functions that allow like certain things like on hover effects, or even changing like the I don't know, the font of a word whenever you click on it, or like if you have like hyperlinks in your text or anything like that. This is definitely something that is going to help you to style your page a lot quicker. So for instance, with a lot of the stuff that you're already seeing on the MLH website itself, all of these styles were actually done manually, like applied with I'm not sure what we'll use internally. I think it's Tailwind. At any rate, this is all using Tailwind CSS. If you're using CK Editor, you can go in and actually apply those styles from basically a framework that allows you to do it in the same way that you would apply styles in maybe a Word document, for instance. So really simplifies your development process, and cuts down on a lot of tedious work that you would be doing in terms of designing things, specifically copy, text that is in your application. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, I urge you to go and check out the challenges yourselves. If you have any other questions, feel free to hit me up. You could tag me in any of the partner channels on Discord, and I'll be sure to jump in there and try to answer your questions before the deadline for challenges runs out. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all the cool stuff I had today that I wanted to fumble around with. Quinn, if you want to jump back on, I guess we could forward.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you so much, Rosendo. As always, it's super great to hear from you. And
Yeah.
I'm super excited to see what people get up to with these technologies.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
I appreciate you having me, and I will check y'all out later.
My pleasure. See you later. All right. So that was Rosendo from MLH. As I said, really, really great to have Rosendo. And I do recommend checking out all of these partners and technologies that you get access through Global Hack Weeks. It's one of the things that really sets Global Hack Weeks apart. Such a great opportunity to level up your skill set, get more experience, and also get access to loads of tech and often pro features, which you wouldn't be able to do for free otherwise. So definitely check those out. All right, so I know we've got a few bits and pieces coming up for day 5. So let's talk about that. If you want to check these out for yourself, you can do so. And you can do that at, there we go, it's in the chat already. You can do that at ghw.mlh.io/schedule. And that's in the Twitch chat. Thank you very much, 404. I've popped it up on the screen as well. If anyone in YouTube wants it in there as well, I can paste it into the YouTube chat. Let me know. But otherwise, it is up on the screen. You can also Google Global Hack Week. The website will come up, and you can check it all out for yourself. But for now, let's talk through what we've got coming up next. So first up, we've got Get Good with Git. That's with Cecilia, and that will be at 1 p.m. Eastern Time or 10:30 p.m. IST. This is getting into all of the essential stuff that you need when you are working with Git. Stuff like branching, merging, rebasing, conflict resolution, all the way from beginner up to some of the more advanced stuff. Certainly rebasing and things like that can be pretty tricky, and I'm sure we've all had our fair share of Git debacles. So head along and learn from one of the best. Cecilia is super great. Then Vashini is continuing her series on how does that tech work? Is that what it was called? Let me check that. How does that work? There we go. How does that work? And this one is how cybersecurity works. So that will be with Vashini at 4 p.m. Eastern Time or 1:30 a.m. IST. So pretty early morning for you folks out there. And we'll be learning how developers protect against cyber attacks. Really important stuff. Then we'll be having a Type Racer mini event. This is with Cecilia and Iro at 6 p.m. Eastern Time or 3:30 a.m. IST. This is a great opportunity to take a break from hacking, have a breather, refresh your brain, and it is important to take a break, to have a rest, so that you can do the best hacking and also have fun, right? Sometimes it is just about having fun, and that's so good. Amazing. Next up, we've got Create Your First Web Page Part 2 and also Part 3 as well. Those are at 9 p.m. Eastern Time or 6:30 a.m. IST and 11 p.m. Eastern Time or 8:30 a.m. IST. So that's back to back, a marathon of creating your first web page. And like I said, if you haven't checked out the first part, please do so. It's on YouTube. You can get yourself the GitHub, the Figma education account, which gets you free access to all of the pro features. So I really recommend doing that. Next up, we've got Vincent, who will be talking to us about how we can talk to our data. In particular, we'll be building a voice-powered AI app with AWS. That's 7 a.m. Eastern Time, bit of a early wake up for those of you over in the US, or 4:30 p.m. IST. And this is going to be how we're going to learn to interact with our data more naturally than ever. I think this is super useful, super cool. AWS is, of course, a really great tool to have on your CV. So check that out. And then we'll wrap up day 5 with that, and Cecilia will kick off day 6 for us in Today in Global Hack Week. That'll be 24 hours from now, 12 p.m. Eastern Time, 9:30 p.m. IST, and we'll be learning about what's happening in day 6. Awesome. So you got a bit of extra time today. Pretty chill in terms of the streams that we've got going on. So definitely use that extra time, work on some challenges. You can check those out at ghw.mlh.io. Let me type this in the chat if someone doesn't beat me to it. There we go. Perfect. It's in the chat. So feel free to head along there. I think Rosendo's talked through nearly all of them, or certainly all of the featured ones at the top, and then the ones that build on from that. So definitely do that. Some really cool stuff going on there. And you can, of course, earn yourself the basic and I think the bonus swag as well by doing all of that. Now, if you're into swag, actually, we've got some extra swag. And Rosendo has mentioned this. This is the MongoDB swag. So if you complete at least one skill badge challenge, so those are those little certifications which you can add to your LinkedIn and so on. If you do just one of them, you can get yourself some swag. So definitely do go along, make an account, and follow all of those steps that Rosendo outlined. I think all of the details are also on the challenges page, so you can head along to that too if you've forgotten. And of course, the recording for this stream will be available as well if you get stuck. And in particular, we've got a little sneak peek at it. So if you wanna does anyone want to see it? Does anyone want to see the sticker that you could get? Anyone? I'm feeling like we do. I certainly want to see it. Wow, look at that! Look at that! I mean, it's so green. I love the aesthetic. It is beautiful. It is beautiful. So this is the first ever look at this is a brand new sticker. So you are all the first to see it, and you can put it on your laptop alongside your other MLH iDemoed and season stickers and all of your good stuff. So as a reminder, as a reward for completing a MongoDB skills badge, we have this awesome new sticker just for you, and you can receive it by completing just one skills badge. And yeah, those skills badges, again, Rosendo has explained it all super well, that they are cool certifications of completions that you earn when you've done some learning on the MongoDB University site. So definitely head along, do some learning, level up your skill set, post to your LinkedIn, and you get a sticker. So what more could you want? What more could you want? Well, you might want to demo your project, right? You can do that too. If you head along to mlh.link/GHW demo, it is your chance to share what you've been working on. We really love to see it. And so if you apply and you're chosen, you'd be invited to demo your project at a Today in Global Hack Week stream just like this, or possibly even in the closing ceremony. So this is a really great opportunity, and we love to see what you've been working on. Definitely check this out. The link is in the chat. I think 404 has beaten me to it, but I'm going to pop it in just in case for those of you over in YouTube. So there's the link. We'd love to see your projects. And finally, please do help us make Global Hack Weeks even better. When you watch a live stream or you watch a recording, we want you to say how you like it. Is there something you really love? Is there something that you'd like to see in the future? Is there something you think, oh, I didn't quite get that? Please let us know. It's really important for us so we can make Global Hack Weeks even better just for you. We want to hear your thoughts, so send us all of your opinions at this link, and it's on the screen right now. And I'm going to pop it in the chat. Perfect. It's in the chat too for you all. So please do head along and do that when you get the chance. With that, it's now time for the Q&A. You can ask me all your questions and I will try and answer them. No promises. If I cannot answer them, I'll tell you where you can ask them and get the real answer. But I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident that I can answer the questions. So try me. And I think we've actually been pretty low on questions throughout so far. I feel like I'm just scrolling back through the chat. It seems like people are fairly happy. As a reminder, make sure to check in. If you want the link for that, I can resend it. It's great when you check in for us. Ooh, let's have a little look. Do we have any questions? I don't think we've got any questions so far. Ooh, having problems with challenges. I'm not going to college, so I'm not able to get GitHub Student Pack. Okay, so I think you can. I'm not 100% sure for the GitHub Student Developer Pack. I know for the Figma Education account, you can just put Major League Hacking down as your school, and it will let you in, or Global Hack Week. Either or, I think, works. For the GitHub Student Developer Pack, I'm not sure that works. And I think Rosendo mentioned that they're revamping their onboarding process, so maybe that's something that will change for you in the future. If you are struggling to get access, what I would really recommend is if you head along to the Discord and just ask the question in one of the channels. I'm just trying to work out what would be best. Yeah, if you head along to ask-GHWs, that's in the Global Hack Week section, there's a place for you to pop in any of your questions. And I think that's probably the best place. In fact, there might even be... No, I don't think... Okay, yeah, there isn't an existing question which asks your specific query there at the moment, but definitely head along and ask that, and someone will help you out super fast. So that's the place I would recommend you go and ask. But yeah, I think there's... I'm not sure if there's a solution for the GitHub Student Developer Pack. If there is, it would just be to put Major League Hacking, but I don't think that's an option with GitHub. So yeah, but definitely check out that channel in the Discord, and the team should be able to help you out. So don't worry. Awesome stuff. We've got another question. What comes first, the phoenix or the fire? This is like the chicken or the egg, right? I think it's the egg. I think it's the egg. So, well, in this case, it's the fire. I think it's the fire. That's my answer. Pretty confident on that. Awesome stuff. I think we've got no other questions. And I know we've had a lot of learning in this stream already. We've been wowed by Rosendo. What a treat. So maybe everyone is completely happy and ready for a little rest break before the next stream. I'm going to give it maybe a minute for any further questions. And in the meantime, I'm going to grab what we've got coming up next, just so you all know when it's happening, what it is. Yeah, of course. So the next stream is Get Good with Git. That's with Cecilia, and that will be in just under half an hour. So just under 30 minutes. That's 6 p.m. UK time. So 1 p.m. Eastern time. And then in IST, I'm going to go with 10:30. This is the bit where I always get it wrong. We'll scroll back through. This is a lovely little reminder of what's coming up. 10:30 p.m. IST. I amaze myself. Okay, there we go. So definitely just under 30 minutes. You've got some time to have a break and refresh yourself, get yourself a drink. Depending on what time of day it is, it might be lunchtime or dinner time, I imagine, for most people. Probably not breakfast for anyone. I can't imagine it would be. Maybe if you're on the West Coast. I'm not actually sure what time it is over there. But definitely refresh yourself and get ready to learn how to get good with Git. Super exciting. I'm glad that I'm right. I always get confused by time zones. So when I get it right first time, it's a miracle. It's a miracle. Spot on. I told you I'm going to answer all the questions today perfectly. Okay. Thank you all for coming. It's been super great to have you. As a reminder, definitely do check out those MongoDB skills badge certifications, get yourself some swag, and all of the other feature challenges. We've got Figma, we've got GitHub, we've got CK Editor, and all of the extra challenges as well. Definitely do check them out. And if you'd like to demo, let us know. Give us your feedback too. We want to hear it all. And with that, I'll wrap up. Thank you all for coming. I've been Quinn from Major League Hacking, and I will see you all later.